Hey everyone, Sarah Lang here. I am the administrator for the Doctors of Physical Therapy New Grads in the Real World group. I just wanted to make a video about the WikiSpace that Raj made. I will put a link to it in this post so that you know how to get to it. But I just wanted to share my screen so that you guys know this awesome resource that he made. Basically, the reason this came about was because a lot of people were posting in the group asking about treatment ideas for certain diagnoses or certain patterns that we were seeing in the clinic. And, instead of always asking, what we can do is start to collect a database of different evidence-based treatments and information on different diagnoses all in one place. So instead of having to search through the group to see if someone already gave ideas for that diagnosis, you can just go to this wiki site and check to see if what you're looking for is on here. So I'll share my screen now so that you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so right now you should be able to see Safari, and it just says Physical Therapy Education Collaboration at the top. Over here, if you go to the home page, it just gives a little information on why this was created, how to use the site. The Help Center is really helpful, as the name might lend itself. The different pages on this wiki are corresponding to different diagnoses and treatments. And he just asks that if we are going to share a PowerPoint that we made or a big document, to put it in Google Drive and then set the Google Drive document to public view and then just share the link, because there's only 5 gigabytes of data, so this site can fill up really quickly. Same thing with images, videos, or any other files. Just link to them rather than posting the file. Also, try and give a treatment description, clinical reasoning, and evidence or a link where you found the information. And just be civil and feel free to disagree with reasoning. So those are just some of the rules. A little bit about the admins of the site: Raj Padalia, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, and Danny Corsetti. These two guys, thank you so much for putting this together. So if you look over here, there's a thing on apps for PT, and just an example, I heard a great podcast about the iOrtho mobile app. So I'm going to hop right over there, and I'm going to copy and paste that website. And they just said post mobile or web apps that are useful in the clinic. Are there any apps that you use that make processes more efficient? And right down here, Raj had posted that he created an app to make it easier to administer the Tenetti. So I'm going to add a discussion point here and say iOrtho mobile app and give some information on it. And I will type this in more later because don't want to take up your time with that. But there's some other interesting, pages. So online resources. Share and discuss your favorite and informative blogs, websites, podcasts, and forums. Looks like someone talked about some evidence on lateral epicondylopathy and how they treat it in the clinic. Pain science with some information on some different articles they found, patient education, different handouts, helpful links to resources. I love this, showing patients how their attitudes to MRI results can set them up for longer recovery times, and a lot of good resources here. So what I'm going to do is I actually found a really great article today on how strengthening the glute med can affect IT band syndrome. So you come right over here to create a new page, and I'll just put ITBS, and I think I can just press create. This is the first time I'm doing this, so sorry if I don't do it right. Okay, so then I just say share below any resources or for treatment ideas for patients with it doesn't like that word, iliotibial band syndrome, or any problems with the IT band. Click save. So now I've created a new page about ITB syndrome. And since I made the page, obviously I made it for a reason, I found this article about hip abductor weakness and distance runners with ITB syndrome, and how they got these good results from strengthening their glute med, and 22 out of the 24 athletes were pain-free with all exercises after 6 weeks of rehab. And so this isn't the full text, but at least that way you guys could find the article, and then you might have access to the full text on a database. So just an idea there. Strengthening the glute med. And I'll come back and edit more on that later. But just in here you can see members, so you guys can join. If you guys have any questions, just let me know.